Hi, today I'm gonna be demonstrating you how to make the tiny rose template number 4, and it should gonna look like this one. Isn't it pretty? It's more realistic to me. So I'm gonna be showing you the 4.25 inches, I guess. Yeah, this is just one of the 6 sizes that comes when you purchase the template. It's available in SVG and PDF. And the thing about buying a PDF, that the only thing that you can really trace is this outer edge here. So once you cut that, all you need to do is to cut an equal slit from this area here towards the center. And when you position your scissors, make it sure that it's parallel going towards the next the other end of like the in between edge of these two petals. So all you need to do is to make a slit, but if you bought SVG, you don't have to worry about it. So I already pre-cut my petals. I have 5 of these. 2, 3, 4, 5. I have my glue gun. I have more stick glue. And as I said, if you are tracing and cutting with PDF, you need pencil and then a scissors. But since I already pre-cut mine, I don't think I need it anymore. And then you'll need a curler. With these small roses, I prefer to use a smaller stuff to use in curling. So what I have here is like a pencil. I think I got this one from the hotel. And then I have a skewer stick. And my favorite is this one. I don't know what. I think we got this one. I just found it from my husband's toolbox. I think I got this one from the Dollar Tree. You can find a set like this, and it's not just good. It's a star screw actually. I don't care which one you use, but the most important thing for me is this one. So maybe you can find, or you have something like this in your place. It doesn't really have to be necessarily exactly the same as what I have here, but my point is anything that's handy and you have in your place will do, as long as it's tiny like this one. So let's start. So first of all, let's select 2 petals that we are going to bend upright, and it should be one opposite towards the other, like so. And then with the help of your finger, let's try to curl it a little bit, and then just hug it towards each other, and then secure it with a very small amount of glue. You don't have to put too many on the size of a flower. Too much glue will really not help. It will make your flower look messy. So once you secure that, might as well give it a little massage to make it like a rounded bud instead of a box like. Well, guess what? I was wrong. I do need my scissors. You see, this one, although the slit is uniform in length, for some reason, this doesn't reach all the way here. So what I will do, you will thank me for knowing this. It will just make your make the bending of your other petals a lot much easier when it's, you know, like aligned to this one. So let's start with this, and let's just, you know, try to curl it a little bit. And then on this very first petal from your bud, let's just glue this side here and let this other side open. And maybe I can, you know, like supplement and just really make it a little bit more rounded. So now let's attach our second petal. Like so. Give it a good number of seconds, especially when you are using a thicker. This is a 65 pounds paper, but if you are using thicker than that, you know, it's gonna be a bit challenging because, you know, the petal is smaller and it has the tendency that the force to really, you know, come off from where you position it is higher compared to a larger petals. So let's proceed to the third one. Like so. And then the fourth. And the reason why we leave this one open, because we're going to sneak this one in here. See? And then we can glue this open side now here. As I said, give it a very good number of seconds, you know. If you feel like it's already cooling down, that's the cue that you can let go. So isn't it cute? But it will become more cuter with the help of this tiny screw I have. What we're doing here is to, you know, just bend it a little bit, enough to refine it and give it a very subtle curl to make it look more realistic. And the trick is, this is your edge here. You need to start from this side, curling your way up, because if you will start from here, the tendency it's you will, you know, rip your petal off if you're not very careful, especially when it's thicker and stiffer. So now we have our bud. Isn't it gorgeous? It looks more realistic to me. So let's proceed to the second layer. And to do that, you see these corners here? What I'm trying to do here is to alternate the petals, you know, from the first layer to my second layer. So what I'm trying to do is to get it as center as I can. At the same time, if you can see this edge, this like corner here on my bud, it's in the center of my second layer petal. It doesn't have to be very perfect because the petal itself is not so, it's not very perfect, you know. And that's the beauty of flower. It's not perfection, it just blooms on its own way. So once you find that spot, just dab a little glue there and, you know, just hold it. And now we can start gluing our petal upward. And the same thing with this layer here. We need to keep this one open and just glue the other side for the first petal. Then on the next ones, we are going to glue both sides. See? Then the third. Oops, it comes off. That's what I was talking about, you know, the tiny petals. The resistance of the smaller one is more compared to, you know, gluing a larger and wider petals. There we go. Still come off, so you really have to give it a good number of seconds, as I said. So I guess it's secure now. You see, to have more control, how I hold my bud is here and here, enough to really secure the hold of it, but at the same time gentle, that I would not, you know, squish the center bud. Even the inner ones are coming off, which is crazy. Hey. So we're down to our fourth petal, and then now to our fifth. So again, the reason why we keep the first petal open, so we can sneak this one in here. Like so. Then we can just close this other petal in here. Now, using our mighty tool, let's just start curling the petal outward. And if you notice, because it's the second layer now, I'm curling it, you know, larger than the first one. The first 4 petals in our first layer. See? you know, even me, I'm still new to this one. It will really take sometimes, but hey, good things really great, and good things really take time. You know, you won't find good stuff that it was just done in a very quick manner. So it's really time consuming, and it will take more practice to really, there's no such word as perfect, but to get better on what you are doing, you know. And as I said, this is an art. There is no such thing as right or wrong. It's just your preference, the way how you like it. And in time, you'll just get better and better. So now, we have our second layer. Although when we are going to put a stem on this one, this is perfect for a rosebud already, isn't it? See? So again, let's proceed to our third layer. Our third layer, instead of alternating, you see the straight line from one corner to another. I'm just trying to put it that way, my entire flower, you know, to balance the base. And besides, it's still gonna look, you know, alternate. So once you find that center, just squeeze a little glue and hold it, and now let's start bending it a little bit, like, you know, we are curling it. But don't, you know, don't make a crease in here. Just bend it like so. Or if it will help, you know, get something like this, like a pen. Just curl it this way. So now let's start, you know, here close to the base. That's where we're going to glue our petal, because we're going to make this one, you know, much bigger. I mean, we're done with a very dense center bud here. So we're going to, as we go, you know, as we run outward to our petals, we are going to loosen up our petals a little bit instead of being too tight. Because if you notice, you know, roses, only the centermost part are the tight ones. As the petals, as you see the outer petals, it's starting to loosen up. So unlike with the two layers, here we are only, you know, putting a glue on this side, no glue on the other side, all of the 5 petals here. And why? Because we are going to make, you know, we're going to create a better dimension and better 3D look in this flower. So if you can see, there's like a hollow in here. And then last petal. Like so. Even this one, it's already, you know, it already looks like a very pretty flower. So what we will do is to curl this one again. See, it's not the center, but I slant it a little bit like this one. See, like so. And this one. So now you have an option to leave it like that, but you also have an option to, you know, glue the other side like this one. I think I make it so loose that I wanted to, you know, still maintain the round shape of it. Oops. It hurts. Then this one. And one more. No, two more. So just give it a little massage on your petal, like you are, you know, curling it outward. Like so. So now, going to our fourth petal, and this time we're gonna alternate it, you know, like the same thing earlier. Like this corner here should be in the very middle of our petal. But before that, we're going to curl this one outward. Like so. And then find the center by alternating it. And then just squeeze a little glue in it. And then what you will do is here on the corner to the base, just put some glue and hold your petal upward. So like this. Another one. Although you're not letting go with the other petals, but at the same time, you're trying to move, you know, forward faster by putting glue to the next petal and holding both together. So let's do the same thing again with the 3 petals. So that's it. Actually, if you are just making this one like a filler of a letter or monogram or to decorate, this is already good enough, you know. I mean, it's already great flower with only 4 layers in it. Isn't it nice? But our goal is to really make a full bloom rose. So what I'm trying to do here is to curl it first at the middle and then curl the side outward too, to create a more realistic curl of the petal, like so. So now, let's find the center. So what we are trying to achieve here is to put it in the middle, where this one would be in between the 2 previous layers. So once you find that spot, you need to put some more glue. Like so. It's already good to do it as is, but we are still going to try gluing it upward. So 2 petals at a time, just pushing it a little bit upward to give it a very, you know, a more nicer dimension, not just a flat one. So this is our next 2 petals, and then as we hold the 2, trying to pull it down and hold it longer, we are also squeezing some glue here and putting our other 2 petals upward. So there you have it, ladies, our very nice 4.25 inches flower. And here I think it's much fuller. I'm not sure what did I, oh, the 4th one, instead of just curling it outward, I curl both sides outward, you see. So anyway, regardless of how you do it, it depends upon on you, you know, which one is your preference. The only difference here is the 4th layer, this one and this one. This one is only curled one side outward. This one is curled both sides outward. So I hope this tutorial helps, and if you find this video informative and interesting, please hit like And if you're not subscribed yet, subscribe so you can have, you know, every now and then I am giving away free video tip on paper flower making. So until next time, again, this is Tiny Rose template number 4. Thank you so much. Bye.